Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you something. Life is a battlefield. Every single day you wake up and the world expects something from you. You have responsibilities, you have expectations, and above all, you have a mission. A man without a girlfriend has a unique opportunity that many overlook. The chance to truly discover himself. In a world that constantly pushes the idea that love and relationships define a person's happiness, there is incredible power in standing alone and using that time for self-growth. Too often, people jump into relationships without ever taking the time to understand who they are, what they want, and where they are headed. But a man who embraces solitude can develop a strong identity, one that is not shaped by external influences, but forged through his own experiences, struggles, and victories. He has the space to explore his interests, passions, and goals without compromise. He can dedicate his time to mastering his craft, whether it be a skill, a profession, or a personal ambition. There is no pressure to constantly accommodate another person's needs or adjust his path for the sake of a relationship. This is the time to read more, to learn more, to push boundaries, and to discover what truly excites and drives him. Many of the most successful people in history spent significant portions of their lives alone, building their character and sharpening their minds before stepping into meaningful relationships. Beyond just career and ambition, self-discovery is also about understanding one's emotions, values, and principles. A man without a girlfriend learns to navigate his emotions independently, without relying on another person to provide validation or support. This teaches him resilience. When life gets tough, he doesn't break down because he has already learned how to stand on his own. He doesn't seek temporary relief in distractions, but instead finds strength within himself. He understands what he stands for, what he will tolerate, and what he refuses to compromise on. This clarity is what builds true confidence, confidence that comes from knowing oneself completely. Being alone gives a man the ability to cultivate discipline. Without the distractions of a relationship, he has more control over his time, his habits, and his daily routines. He can wake up early, stay focused on his goals, and structure his life in a way that aligns with his vision. He can set a routine that revolves around his priorities, physical health, mental growth, financial stability, without having to constantly adjust for someone else. This level of discipline is rare, but those who master it gain a powerful advantage in life. The journey of self-discovery is not always easy. There will be moments of doubt, loneliness, and even frustration. But these moments are necessary. They push a man to reflect, to analyze his progress, and to become more self-aware. And when he finally reaches a point where he understands his purpose, he walks through life with a sense of direction that few possess. He does not chase love out of desperation. He builds himself into a man of value, knowing that when the right person comes, it will be a union of strength, not dependency. Discipline and purpose are the foundation of a man's success, and a man without a girlfriend has a unique advantage: uninterrupted focus. In a world filled with distractions, staying disciplined is a challenge, but when a man chooses to walk alone, he has the opportunity to sharpen his mind, control his actions, and direct his energy towards something meaningful. This is a time when he can set his priorities straight and execute his plans without external pressures pulling him in different directions. Purpose is what separates men who drift through life from those who leave a lasting impact. Without a clear sense of direction, it's easy to become distracted by short-term pleasures or influenced by people who do not align with one's goals. A man who is single has the ability to sit down and ask himself the important questions. What do I want to achieve? What kind of life do I want to build? What legacy do I want to leave behind? Answering these questions requires deep introspection, and once a man finds his purpose, his actions naturally align with that vision. Discipline is the tool that turns purpose into reality. It's not enough to have goals. Success comes from the daily habits and consistent efforts that move a man forward. Without the distractions of a relationship, he can wake up every day with a clear mind, set a routine, and commit to improving himself. Whether it's developing a skill, growing a business, or working on physical and mental strength, discipline ensures that progress is made even when motivation fades. A disciplined man does not rely on external validation. He pushes himself because he understands that hard work compounds over time. One of the biggest benefits of walking this path alone is the ability to develop self-mastery. A man learns to control his emotions, his urges, and his reactions. He doesn't allow temporary feelings to dictate his long-term success. He understands that setbacks are a part of the journey, and instead of seeking comfort in another person, he faces his struggles head-on. This level of self-discipline creates a sense of inner peace, because he knows he is in control of his own destiny. Without a relationship demanding time and emotional energy, a man also gains the freedom to take risks. He can travel, invest in himself, and explore new opportunities without hesitation. He can build something great without worrying about whether his ambitions are too much for someone else to handle. He doesn't need permission to chase his dreams. He simply goes after them with full force. This period of solitude is not about avoiding relationships. It's about preparing for something greater. By developing discipline and committing to a purpose, a man ensures that when he does enter a relationship, he brings strength, direction, and leadership. He is not looking for someone to complete him. He is already complete. And that in itself is the foundation of true success. Emotional strength and independence are two of the most powerful qualities a man can develop, and walking through life without a girlfriend provides a unique opportunity to master them. In a world where people often seek validation, comfort, or identity in relationships, a man who learns to stand on his own discovers something far more valuable: self-reliance. Instead of depending on someone else for emotional stability, he learns to regulate his own emotions, face his struggles head-on, and develop a mindset that can withstand life's inevitable challenges. A man without a girlfriend quickly realizes that he is responsible for his own happiness. There is no one constantly reassuring him, no one to share the burden of his fears, and no one to provide comfort in moments of doubt. But this is not a weakness, it is an opportunity to build strength. He learns to process his emotions without running to another person for support. When he feels stressed, he doesn't look for temporary distractions, he confronts the problem. When he experiences failure, he doesn't seek sympathy, he finds a solution. This level of emotional resilience ensures that no setback can break him, because he has already trained himself to keep moving forward. True independence is about more than just handling emotions alone. It's about developing an unshakable mindset. A man who has mastered emotional independence does not allow his mood to be dictated by external circumstances. Whether he is praised or criticized, whether he wins or loses, he remains grounded. He understands that his worth is not determined by someone else's approval or rejection. This self-assurance allows him to walk through life with confidence, knowing that he does not need validation from a relationship to feel complete. Another key aspect of emotional strength is learning to deal with loneliness. Many people fear being alone, but solitude is not the same as isolation. In fact, solitude is one of the greatest teachers. It forces a man to sit with his thoughts, to reflect on his choices, and to truly understand himself. In these quiet moments, he gains clarity on his values, his ambitions, and his purpose. He learns to enjoy his own company, to embrace silence rather than escape it. And once a man becomes comfortable being alone, he reaches a point where he no longer seeks relationships out of desperation. He only allows people into his life who genuinely align with his journey. Emotional strength also means controlling impulses. A man who has trained himself to manage his emotions does not make reckless decisions based on temporary feelings. He does not let anger drive his actions, nor does he allow fear to hold him back. He remains steady, rational, and focused. This control over emotions is what allows him to thrive in difficult situations, to lead with confidence, and to build a life based on stability rather than emotional chaos. When a man becomes emotionally strong and independent, he no longer seeks a relationship because he needs one. He chooses one because he is ready. And that difference changes everything. A man without a girlfriend has the rare opportunity to strengthen his bonds with the people who truly matter: his friends, his family, and his mentors. Too often, relationships demand so much time and emotional energy that other connections are unintentionally neglected. But when a man is single, he can invest deeply in his brotherhood, surround himself with like-minded individuals, and build a strong support system that will last a lifetime. One of the greatest advantages of not being in a relationship is the ability to form and nurture genuine friendships. Strong friendships, especially with other men who are driven and disciplined, push a man to grow. The people a man surrounds himself with influence his mindset, his ambitions, and even his daily habits. When a man chooses to spend time with those who challenge him to be better, he naturally rises to a higher standard. He has the space to connect with friends on a deeper level, support them in their endeavors, and create bonds that are based on mutual respect and shared values. Brotherhood is more than just friendship. It is a source of accountability and motivation. A strong group of men will call each other out when they're slacking, celebrate each other's victories, and push each other to keep striving for more. They provide perspective in times of doubt, guidance in times of uncertainty, and strength when one of them is struggling. Unlike a romantic relationship where emotions can sometimes cloud judgment, brotherhood is built on honesty and directness. A man without a girlfriend can fully commit to this dynamic, knowing that the men he surrounds himself with will keep him focused on his goals. Being single also allows a man to reconnect with his family. Many people take family for granted, prioritizing relationships over the people who have been there from the beginning. But this time alone gives him the chance to strengthen these foundational relationships. He can spend time with his parents, learn from their wisdom, and show appreciation for their sacrifices. He can bond with his siblings, support them in their endeavors, and be present in their lives. Family relationships provide a level of emotional depth and history that no new relationship can replace. Another powerful connection a man can develop during this period is mentorship. Without the distractions of a relationship, he has the time to seek guidance from those who have walked the path before him. A mentor, whether in business, personal development, or life in general, can accelerate a man's growth, helping him avoid mistakes and teaching him valuable lessons. Surrounding himself with older, wiser individuals helps him refine his mindset, build his character, and prepare for the next stages of life. A man who strengthens his social bonds in this way ensures that he never truly walks alone. His friendships, his family, and his mentors form a foundation of support that lasts longer than any temporary relationship. And when the time comes to welcome a partner into his life, he will already have a strong, stable network that keeps him grounded, focused, and ready for whatever comes next. A man without a girlfriend has a powerful advantage. Time to prepare himself for the right relationship rather than rushing into the wrong one. Too often, people enter relationships before they are truly ready, seeking companionship without first building themselves into individuals of value. But a man who develops and refines himself ensures that when the right woman comes along, he is not just hoping for love, he is ready to contribute to a meaningful and fulfilling partnership. The key to any strong relationship is a strong foundation, and that foundation begins with self-improvement. A man who uses his single years wisely focuses on becoming financially stable, emotionally mature, and mentally resilient. Instead of seeking someone to complete him, he understands that a relationship should be a union of two whole individuals, not two incomplete people depending on each other for happiness. He works on his career, refines his skills, and builds a life that he is proud of, knowing that his future partner will be stepping into something solid rather than something chaotic. Beyond career and financial growth, this time is also crucial for personal development. A man without a girlfriend has the opportunity to deeply understand himself, his values, his non-negotiables, and the type of relationship he truly wants. Too many people enter relationships without clarity, only to later realize they were never aligned with their partner in the first place. But a man who takes the time to define what he wants ensures that when he does commit, it is to someone who complements his journey rather than derails it. Emotional maturity is another essential part of preparation. A man who has spent time alone has learned how to regulate his emotions, handle challenges independently, and build a mindset of strength rather than neediness. He does not enter a relationship expecting his partner to fix his insecurities or heal his wounds. He has already done that work himself. This makes him a better communicator, a more reliable partner, and someone who brings stability rather than emotional chaos into a relationship. Physical and mental well-being also play a role in this preparation. Without the distractions of a relationship, a man has time to focus on his health, develop strong habits, and build a disciplined lifestyle. He can work on his fitness, improve his diet, and cultivate a lifestyle that keeps him energized and confident. Mentally, he can develop patience, emotional intelligence, and the ability to handle stress without external validation. These qualities make him more attractive, not just in appearance, but in presence and character. A man who spends his single years wisely ensures that when the right relationship comes, he is ready to give rather than just take. He is not seeking love out of desperation, but out of genuine compatibility. And because he has built himself into a man of value, he naturally attracts a partner who is also strong, independent, and ready for something real. When the time is right, he does not enter a relationship hoping to be saved. He enters as someone who is already whole. A man who walks through life without a girlfriend has the opportunity to learn a vital truth. True greatness is earned, not given. In today's world, instant gratification is everywhere. People want fast, quick fixes and easy solutions. But the path to success, fulfillment, and meaningful relationships is built over time through hard work, sacrifice, and dedication. When a man is single, he has the freedom to invest in his future without distraction, to build something real and substantial that will last far beyond temporary pleasures. One of the most significant advantages of being without a girlfriend is the time and energy a man can devote to building his life. This time is his to shape. He can focus on his goals, hone his craft, and make sure every day counts. Success doesn't come overnight. It's the result of countless hours of work, reflection, and persistence. A man without the commitments of a relationship has the space to put in the long hours that success demands, whether it's starting a business, working on a creative project, or climbing the ranks in his career. The discipline he develops during this period of his life becomes a cornerstone for his future success. A man learns that results come from consistent effort, even when it feels like progress is slow. Every action, every decision, and every sacrifice he makes today builds the foundation for tomorrow's achievements. This commitment to growth is what separates the average from the exceptional. It's not enough to dream big. One must work relentlessly to turn those dreams into reality. Another key aspect of this journey is developing resilience. Life is full of challenges, but it's how a man faces adversity that determines his character. When a man is alone, he learns to face difficulties without relying on someone else for emotional support. He becomes the person who doesn't quit when things get hard. Instead of running from obstacles, he faces them head on, knowing that each setback is an opportunity to grow stronger. This resilience is what sets apart those who achieve greatness from those who give up at the first sign of difficulty. The time spent alone allows a man to focus on long-term rewards instead of instant gratification. He learns to delay short-term pleasures in favor of something greater. He invests in his health, his career, and his personal development, knowing that the fruits of his labor will pay off in the future. This mindset is crucial for achieving anything of lasting value, whether it's financial independence, a meaningful relationship, or a fulfilling life. A man who embraces his single years with purpose and dedication becomes the kind of person others admire. His commitment to growth, his resilience in the face of challenges, and his discipline in achieving his goals make him stand out in a world that often values shortcuts over hard work. When the time comes for him to enter a relationship, he does so not as someone who needs to be rescued, but as someone who has built his life into something meaningful, and he is ready to share that life with the right person, not because he needs them, but because he wants them to be a part of the greatness he has created. In conclusion, the life of a man without a girlfriend is not one of loneliness or deprivation. It is a period of growth, discipline, and self-discovery. It is a time to build strength, emotionally, mentally, and physically, and to focus on what truly matters, becoming the best version of himself. In solitude, he learns resilience, gains clarity on his purpose, and builds a future that does not rely on anyone else to feel complete. By strengthening his relationships with friends, family, and mentors, he creates a foundation of support that will be there when the right partner enters his life. He works hard to master his craft, chase his ambitions, and prepare himself for a relationship that is built on mutual respect, not neediness. When the time is right, he will not enter a relationship searching for someone to save him, but to share in a life he has already worked hard to create. He will be whole, ready to offer love, support, and growth to a partner who complements his journey. This period of self-focus is not a time of waiting, it is a time of building. And when the right relationship comes, he will be ready to give, not because he needs someone to complete him, but because he is already not given. And the man who walks this path knows that every effort, every sacrifice, and every challenge faced alone prepares him for something greater than he could ever imagine. So to every man out there walking this road, hold your head high, work on yourself, build your empire, and remember, greatness is never given, it is earned. Thank you.